I'm here visiting my family. I used to live here. I lived here for a couple of decades, a little more than that. This is the corner of Stillwater and Reservation Road. And I just want to point out a few things about this valley that means so much to me. I was born here in 1966. I was 3 minutes late to be the New Year's baby in 1966. I wasn't raised here, but I grew up and I came back and I ended up getting married here to a Paiute man. And anyway, his old Grandma Marge and another old woman that I used to know, they're both gone now. They used to say, a long, long time ago, the Paiute people were created on this peak. And I find it interesting that this over here is where the spirit caveman was found. 9,500-year-old mummy that DNA traces back to members of the Fallon Paiute Shoshone tribe today. There are petroglyphs over there. And if you go as the crow flies this way, you'll go to Virginia City, where all the gold and silver was found. If you go this way as the crow flies, you'll find Pyramid Lake. And if you go this way as the crow flies, you will find the red-haired giant caves. And all of this green and growing you see here was due to government diversion of water that had formerly been filling and flowing into Pyramid Lake's sister lake, Lake Winnemucca, which is now a dry lake bed, which news reports from back in the day show that a 10-foot tall giant skeleton was found in the dry lake bed. It's very interesting. And so the DNA testing proved that the mummy was the ancestor of Paiutes living in this sacred valley today. So they had to give him back to the people, and the people made sure that he was buried somewhere safely in a secret place in these mountains. And I want to speak up because this is a very sacred place that people don't realize. They just don't realize. I don't know if it's because they haven't put two and two together or what. On the other side of this mountain is a valley called Dixie Valley. And in the 70s, the farmers were all made to move out because the military wanted to make a bombing range. And there's another bombing range further than that down Highway 50. And if you keep going almost to Austin, you'll find Reese River Valley. And there is where you will find the home of the Yonga Shoshone tribe. And it's my understanding the military further wants to make a sacred valley into a bombing range. So it's quite the little conflict, because while I appreciate our government, I also appreciate the law, the Constitution, and the amendments, and the things that say that these sacred lands are to be protected. But yet we have the military base over there ever encroaching. So I just want to speak up so people can get their eyes open, recognizing some of these things. Paiutes created, red-haired giant, Pyramid Lake, gold and silver, petroglyphs, 9,500-year-old mummy that DNA tests to members of the Fallon Paiute Shoshone tribe. Let's all stay blessed and stay awake with one heart. Amen. I hope.